Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is, I believe, I'll double check later. This is day 37. We're just leaving the town of Hot Springs, North Carolina. Climbing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The AT Trail goes right through the heart of Hot Springs. And they've got some fantastic restaurants there. They've got an outfitter store. From what I've seen, it was not your typical tourist trap. Their prices were pretty good. No complaints here. Beautiful little town. The river you just saw in here, and you can see through the trees, is, I think it's called the French Broad River. Pretty cool name. But we were fortunate enough to be able to spend a zero yesterday at my friend Deb's house. Beautiful home. I think I've got a few pictures to show in my last video or this video. I always wonder how I'm going to do that on a 0 day, if I'm going to put a couple of videos together. I don't do a lot of filming on the 0 days. We did, these switchbacks are kicking my butt already this morning. But we spent the bulk of the day yesterday in Asheville, North Carolina, going through the art district and having some good food. White Duck Taco is an awesome place to eat if you're in Asheville. But hang on a second. Woo! Good little hill here. Everybody's stretched out behind me. We've got Jeff, Ninja Jeff, Navigator / Stephanie, and Cole. We are all, except Cole, slack packing today. What slack packing is you take as little as possible with you. Your food, your water, your shovel and your toilet paper. That's it. I've got food for lunch today for everybody in my backpack. We're going to do some cold cuts and sandwiches, but everybody is going with a light pack today because we've got a lot of miles to do. Cole, the youngest of the group, obviously, he is more of a purist, and he does not want a slack pack. So he's got his full pack with him today. And we're going to do over 15 miles today. And listen, this hill, even with a slack pack, is kicking my butt. It's pretty steep. So I'm going to stop filming until I get to the top. And then we'll talk more about doing a 15-mile day. All right. Not a lot to see, but that's Hot Springs down there. The French Broad River. Yeah, there's a very small town. Very, 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 very small town. I've got Jeff coming up behind me, and we're going that way. So, all right, let's go. Let's do it. All right, just got done with our first uphill of the day. I'm not gonna lie, man. It was pretty easy compared to normal days with a probably, I don't know, I think I probably have about 8-9 pounds on my back instead of my normal average of 35 pounds on my back. So it was pretty easy getting up that mountain. I did work up a sweat. I am breathing hard, but I don't feel like I just climbed 2,000 feet. So, good deal. And we've been on the trail just over an hour, about an hour and 5 minutes. And we are at 3.1 miles already. So, an average of 3 miles an hour. Yeah, I'll take that and run with it all day long. Normally out here, I think in the beginning, we were probably averaging a mile to a mile and a half an hour. Over the last week, maybe two, we've been kicking along at between 2 and 2.5 miles an hour. And that's with full backpacks. And today, so far, 3 miles an hour. And that's with the first big uphill of the day. So, not going to be a lot of big uphills. There's one bigger than that we just did. Coming up later in the day. That'll be a test. But Yeah, it's rare, and I mean very rare, that you have the opportunity to slack pack. We thought we were going to be able to do it before Hot Springs, and looking back at it now, we could have done it. But honestly, we didn't think, I think we had that first day where we did 14 point something miles. And with all of our injuries and ailments, we didn't think we could do that, but we did it. And so we're getting stronger every day. I think the trail probably got a little bit easier. It's hard to tell, man, because every day I don't remember what I did the last day I was on the trail, unless it was something really spectacular. But the days out here just kind of all blend in together. The only way you can distinguish between one day and another is by the big mountain that you climbed, like Max Patch or Klingman's Dome or Rocky Top back in the Smokies. And then, even then, you don't remember what day it was. That's probably one of the reasons, well, not probably, it's one of the reasons I'm doing these videos, is so I can go back and look at it and see where we did what. But what I know is right now, we're kicking butt. We're doing well. I don't know how, but I'm way out ahead of the pack. And I don't know how long that's going to last. Right now, I feel good. I mean, I'm cruising. I feel like I'm walking at the gym around that flat track at 3 miles an hour. And yeah, feels good. It's not too hot. It's probably, I'm guessing, 47, 48 degrees. I haven't looked at my thermometer in a bit, but we started out, it was 44. I'm sweating underneath my hoodie. So next good spot where I stop to get a drink, I'll probably take my hoodie off and go from there. But yeah, it's going to be a good day. Knock out 15. Our mileage differs. I think the mileage on my far out is 15.8, but on the Navigators, Stephanie's far out, it's like 15.2 or 4. Who cares? It's over 15 miles. It'll definitely be our biggest day of the year so far. And yeah, put an asterisk beside it. We're slack packing. So, but honestly, the pack on my back right now really feels no different than it does when it's fully loaded. So, yeah, it's not a big thing. The pack is, it is what it is. It's part of our life now. Will be for the next 5 months. And I've gotten so used to carrying it that it really doesn't feel any different than it does right now. But yeah, beautiful day out here. Sun's shining, no rain, big white puffy flat clouds in the sky. It's just beautiful. I think the high is supposed to be 61 in the valleys, and which means it's probably going to be about 55, 56 at the elevation we're going to be at, which is not going to be high. I think we're going up to about 4,000 feet. No big deal. But yeah, it's just a beautiful day. Deb is going to pick us back up down the road, and we look forward to that. So we'll have a good supper again tonight, have a nice warm bed to sleep in, get a nice hot shower. Let me throw, oops, damn roots. We take for granted modern conveniences like a shower, a toilet. I'm telling you, man, when you go 3, 4, 5 days without a shower, 2, 3, 4 days without let me just say it out loud, without a good, decent sit-down poop, yeah, those things are luxuries that we take for granted. I will never take them for granted again. That's all I'm going to say on the topic. So, good stuff. It would be nice to get back into a house tonight and have a good meal, have a shower, take care of business. Deb's house is an awesome place. She's got a huge garage. She's got every man's dream of a garage. And she's got an RV that sleeps 6. Her house is just beautiful on a hillside looking out over the mountains. Her neighbors are mostly 4-legged type. Got a mule with a baby mule. It's pretty cool. Cows. She's got a couple couple of dogs. They're getting up there in age, but they're still cool dogs. We've already developed a relationship with her 2 dogs. And her cat. Can't forget her cat. But, yeah, it's been a fun couple of days. And glad to have the opportunity to hang out with Deb for a few days. As we get further north, I won't be able to do that as often. And that will be disappointing. Deb has become, she's become my trail angel. And I like her a lot. So we'll see what happens. I've asked her for permission to tell the story about how we met. And I think she gave it to me, but I want to clarify everything before I go blabbering it out to the whole world. She's just a cool person, very giving person, probably one of the most giving people I've ever met in my life, and just a good person, straight up. But I do want to comment on something. I've mentioned it a couple times over the last couple of videos, I think, but since I've been out here, I have seen so many people do so many kind things for one another. It's just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. It makes you feel like you want to do more. Yeah, I got my name out here, Papa Bear, because people saw me as a giving person. I so appreciate that. I so appreciate the fact that people recognize it out here. But I'm going to tell you, man, the things I've seen other people do far, far exceed anything I've done for anyone. Whether it's the husband and wife in the RV at Max Packs the other day. And I'm still looking forward to them hopefully watching my video where I talk about them a little bit. And I can learn their names. We sat around and talked about it last night. And, you know, sometimes we just get so into what people are doing for us because it's so genuine and cool. You forget the simple things like what their names are. And I really need to start using my camera, taking videos and getting that information on film or on a picture. I don't know, something. Because I'm not doing them justice. But anyways, those folks were awesome. I'm sure they'll contact me in the comments and let me know what their names are so we can call them out and appreciate them for the great people that they are. But so many acts of kindness. Just in the last 3 or 4 days, I've seen things that have straight up brought me to tears. It's just so genuine and sincere. The giving of sometimes money, but mostly support. We're hiking with a gentleman today that I watched him practically empty his food bag the other day, knowing that he was getting ready to go in town the next day. He practically emptied his food bag to give to 2 young hikers that were struggling. They're out here on a shoestring budget. They're not going to town like we are. They're not spending time and money in hotels like we are. I mean, we're not doing that a lot, but we can afford to do it. They can't. And but my new friend Ninja Jeff is just, yeah. I think about the things I've seen him do in the last few days. And he's an amazing person. I think he's given his wife this channel name, and so I hope she's watching. And I have no doubt, based on the stories he's told me about his lovely wife, that she already knows this about her husband. But he is making a name for himself out here by his sincere, heartfelt, there's really not words to describe people like him. Just a good person, inside and out. Oh. Sorry about that.
I apologize.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm going to turn this off, so sorry about that. I get so wrapped up in doing these videos sometimes I forget to look behind me. I had a young man, young foreign man, come up behind me, and he was being very patient, and I just happened to overhear one of his trekking poles hitting a rock behind me, and so I got out of his way, and he was so apologetic for interrupting my video. I'm like, no, dude, you're fine. You're fine. But, it's just another example of what I'm talking about out here. You can see him up ahead of me up there. Listen, people come from all over the freaking world to hike this trail, and they're so much fun to meet. I've met people from New Zealand, from Australia, from UK, from Germany, from France, from Canada, just everywhere, and they're all out here looking for the same experiences that we're looking for. But anyways, these acts of kindness, and it's not just from Ninja Jeff. He's just the one that I've seen up close and just touched me. But it's so many people out here. Everybody, if you have an issue, everybody around you is looking to help you. And I'm just not used to that. I'm not used to that. That's the way it was in the military. But that has not been my experience in the civilian world living in South Central Kentucky. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate, but it is what it is. But anyways, I did get Ninja's permission to tell a little bit of that story, but maybe one day I can get him to the point where he can tell that story for himself. We've really wanted him to share in our good fortune with being able to stay with Deb, and he's got his own reasons why he doesn't want to do that at this point. Hopefully down the road we can convince him to do that, but it's all good. He's part of our team. He's part of our family, and so we accept whatever's best for him. And good stuff. All right, real quickly, I'm going to have my morning rant. Now that I've talked about some good stuff that's on my mind, I do want to have a quick rant. A couple days ago, I had another one of those folks put a negative comment on one of my videos. People straight up, I ain't got time for that. If you don't like what I'm saying, don't watch. It's as simple as that. But you're not going to troll me. I'm getting better with YouTube, and now I can not only delete your comment, which I will immediately, but I will delete you. And I will block you off my channel and say hasta la vista. I'm just not going to tolerate that crap. I've had to deal with so much of that stupidity for the last 10, 15, 20 years on social media. I'm not doing it out here. Again, you don't like what I'm saying? Don't watch my channel. I don't care. It's nice to have subscribers. It's kind of cool. It's surreal. I didn't expect to have this morning 177 subscribers. That's just crazy to me that 177 people want to watch and listen to the stuff I say and do out here. But they do. So for the most part, I'm going to try to give them a good video, show them what this trail is all about, show them what not just the trail, but what the people out here are all about, good and bad. And there's some bad out here. We've talked about it. I've talked about it. I have no tolerance for people that come out here and are doing the hard drugs and are disrespecting other hikers. I'm just not going to tolerate it. So anyways, bottom line is you put a negative comment on my channel, on any of my videos, I'm going to delete it immediately, and I'm going to block you. You're not going to have access to my stuff anymore. So it is what it is. And while I'm talking about that, listen, the comment he made, he was asking me if I wanted some cheese with the wine the other day when I was talking about how badly my feet hurt on those rocks. Part of doing this video is to show people the pros and cons, the good things, the bad things. And I'm telling you, those rocks, they hurt. I just went through a section of about 200 yards, and the first thing that popped in my head was, oh shit, here we go again. But real quickly got out of them. Everybody out here, especially the older folks like me, and pretty much everybody that's in our group, except Cole, We all have aches and pains. I have my knee pain that I've had for years. I have my elbow pain that I've had for the last 20 years. I have ankles that barely want to get going in the morning. And once they get going, it's all good. But all right, what am I doing here? So you get to intersections like this. Got a trail going that way, trail going that way, and I see a white blaze. Okay, so you got to stop at these intersections and look for the proper blaze. You can see down there, there's a yellow blaze. Don't know what that means. Down there, another yellow blaze, and our white blaze is here. So that's what we're following. But anyways, the guy made a comment about me whining about my foot pain. Dude, I'm gonna tell you. Well, he can't hear me now because he's gone. But anybody else that thought about me whining, let me just throw this out to you. I don't remember how many miles we hiked that day. It was 12 something. But those last 2 miles, they were hard. My feet hurt. Today, my feet feel great. They feel fine. The end of every day, my feet start to hurt. That particular day, because of the shoes I'm wearing, which are great on trails like this, not so great on those heavy rock trails. But it hurt so bad that every step took effort. And I want people to know that. If you come out here, especially if you're, well, maybe even the younger people. I mean, a lot of younger people are having to get off because of injuries. But this trail is not easy. It is difficult. The rocks, the uphills, the downhills, the big steps, the climbs, down trees. This one's easy. Walk underneath it. There's a lot of adversity out here on this trail. This is not a walk through the woods like at Baker Park. Yeah, not even close. And as I said before, everybody on our group except Cole has got some ailments right now. Stephanie / Navigator, she actually spent an hour on the phone yesterday, yeah, talking to a physical therapist who talked her through the proper taping methods to fix her ankle. So she's testing that out today on a 15+ mile hike. Tough lady, man. You know, the pain that she's in, you can see it in her face, but she never complains about it. She just does something about it. And mad respect for her, like I said before. Her son is just, kid's a freaking genius. He's so smart, and a good kid. He definitely takes after his mother, and I suspect takes after his father. Can't wait to meet Dad because, yeah, based on his wife and his son, he's got to be a great guy. So can't wait to meet him. Jeff has been nursing an Achilles issue for a couple weeks now. I know what that's like. The ladies at the gym, they know that I know that's what that's like. 10 years ago, I had major issues with my Achilles. Hard thing to work through. But he's out here doing this with a bad Achilles. And he's taking it easy on it. He's taking proper precautions and trying to minimize. This day off that we had yesterday did us all a world of good. Today, my elbow feels good. And fortunately, it hasn't given me a lot of trouble since I started. Very careful with it. My left knee that I had surgery on 6 times. Every now and again, I get a little twinge, especially going downhills. So I do things, try to minimize that. Step down with the other foot, step up with the other foot, try to balance what I'm doing with each knee. And it seems to be working out. You know, I know my ankles every day, at the end of the day, are going to be hurting. But I also know that if I take care of them at night with massaging, the court ball, stretching, etc., that it'll be okay the next day, and it has been so far. My feet are good, but everybody that I've seen make negative comments on my channel, these are all people that honestly probably have trouble walking to and from their freaking mailbox. Could they come out here and do what we're doing? Yeah, ain't happening. It's just not happening. The average person is not going to come out here and hike and complete this trail. It's not going to happen. You have to have the physical strength. I've said this before. You have to have the emotional strength. You have to have the mental strength. Not everybody has all three of those. And if you don't have all three, you're not going to make it. I only know 2 people back in my local community that I think could come out here and do this trail. And both of them are women. I don't know a single man in my community, and there's a lot of people I don't know, but I don't know personally a single man in my community that could do what I'm doing out here. Couldn't do it. So, the people that want to make negative comments and try to troll me, have a good life, man. Because once you do it one time, you're gone. They'll never have to deal with you again. So, in some ways, I want you to make those negative comments, because then I don't want you watching much stuff. There's going to be a lot of enjoyable things happening on this trail out here for me. And I don't want you to be part of it. So if you're one of those people, save me the trouble. Just go away. The people that truly want to watch what's going on and are willing to put up with my rambling and my personal opinions, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Yeah. All right. Man, I'm going to have to cut some of these videos because I've already done like 4 miles in, and I've done like 20 minutes of video already. So, all right, I'll shut up for a while, and yeah, we'll talk to you in a bit. So I'm almost 5 miles into the day, just a hair short of it. Less than 2 hours on the trail. So making wicked good time. I don't know if you can see up there. Just above me, the wind is really, really whipping. That's probably, I don't know, 200 feet up from where I'm at. Down here where I'm at, I'm fairly protected. I've got just enough breeze to keep it cool for me. And I just checked the temperature. Temperature's right at about 56 degrees, and I'm sweating. But that cool breeze is just, it makes for a perfect day for hiking. I don't know how far ahead I am of all the other folks, because I've been moving at a really fast clip. And I probably need to slow down because I've got all the lunch food. So I'm going to take it easy for a little bit. Maybe a couple of them catch up to me. But worst case scenario, I'll get to a place where we're going to stop and eat. I'll stop. I'll get myself my food, and hopefully by the time I finish eating, the next one will show up, and they can just pass the food on back. But I really want to test myself today. I want to see how far I can go, how fast I can go in this 15-mile day. And even though I'm slack packing, as I said earlier, I mean, the heavier pack is going to make a difference. But honestly, I don't feel it. The pack feels like the pack on my back, and love it. Getting ready to go through a little green tunnel. These are just so beautiful. I can't, if you've never been in one of these green tunnels, I hope they're coming through. I was able to watch my video last night on a big screen TV, the one I did on Klingman's Dome. Oh my goodness, this camera, if you folks are looking for a camera on a smartphone that takes some really good video, I know, you be the judge. What I saw last night on that big screen TV was some of the best video that I've ever seen on this trail. And it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with the quality of this phone. And I am using the Google Pixel 7 Pro. And yeah, that video, especially right after Klingman's Dome, where the sun was shining through the trees, and yeah, it was just magical. You guys did get to see exactly what I was seeing when I was there in person. It was pretty awesome. But anyways, not going to take a lot of time. Just wanted you guys to know what the temperature is, and and trail conditions, it's perfect right now. Man, if it was like this all day, every day, well, it'd be boring, first of all, but I'd make it to Katahdin in about 3 or 4 months. Not 6 months, but all right, I'll be back in a bit. Not sure what this is up ahead, some kind of man-made structure. Yeah, I think I've seen this before. Is this like a, this is like a, if it's what I think is it's a mini dam. We'll find out when we get to the top up here. There's a little water coming underneath it. Let's see what we got. Oh, big stairs to get up. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. Oh wow, how cool is this? How cool is this? Man, I bet this would be a great fishing hole. Look at this. This is beautiful. I may hang out here for a minute. Look, they put up a bench so you could hang. Good stuff. Huh. Don't know if I want to drink the water out of here, but I guess filtered it wouldn't be bad. But it's beautiful. I wish I knew the story of this. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Very cool. Well, I just had Jeff catch up with me for a few minutes ago while I was videotaping, and since I stopped, I've moved out ahead, but I think Stephanie had stopped back a little bit to do some of her exercises that the physical therapist recommended that she do out here. And, but anyways, I'm going to keep going. I'll probably stop about mile 7 or so for lunch and wait for them to catch up and start passing the lunch backwards to all the people. But I'm going to keep going. It's beautiful. Yeah, this is beautiful. Love it. All right, let's keep going. That way. All right, it's been right at 2 hours since we got on the trail. I'm doing a little road walking right now. You always worry when you get up here, but there's a white blaze there. I've been traveling on this for, I don't know, a quarter mile so far. And sometimes the white blazes are got a little bit of distance between them, but still on it, so just got to follow the road until the white blazes put us back in the woods. Hopefully not too far. I don't care to walk on these roads. They're packed gravel and a hard packed surface. Yeah, it tends to hurt my feet a little bit more than soft surface. I see something up here. Go take a look. Yeah, it's nice and quiet. It's kind of weird because you look here in front of you, you can just see the wind just kind of rustling through the trees. Back there, those trees are swaying and moving. So, yeah, it's kind of strange how that works, but look at the size of this freaking tree. This has got to be an oak tree. I don't know any other tree that grows that big like that. That thing is huge. Wow. Oh my goodness. I want this baby in my yard. Are you kidding me? You can see the white blazes. There's one on top that's over to the left of the one on the bottom. So that indicates that we're going to the left. So it looks like we're going to still do some road walking here. This tree is huge. Yeah, that's big. How much fun would that be to climb? Yeah, okay. Woo, all right, we're going this way. Awesome. Very awesome. All right, I'm going to put this away. Got to go easy on my time. Haven't heard any complaints, but I don't think people like 40-minute videos. Try to keep them at, I'll try to keep them below 20, but sometimes I just find too much cool stuff out here. So, yeah, you can always fast forward. So, It works for me. All right, I think we're finally getting off this road. See the blazes? One on top to the right, so we look over to the right and boom, there's the trail. All right, guys, good marking. Man, I appreciate that so much. You get over here and you see the white blaze on the tree and then another one up on the post. It just confirms that you're going in the right direction. It makes life so much easier. You don't have to sit out here and wonder if you're going in the right direction or not. So, all right, I just wanted to show you all that. It's pretty cool. All right, been out on the trail 2.5 hours. Already knocked off 6 miles, well, almost 6.5 miles. That's nuts. Hey, I was just here on the highway not too long ago. Yeah, this was the road that we took to for Deb to get us back to. What in the heck? Okay, I see. Somebody went nuts with the blaze marks over here. Saying go to the left. Over here it's saying, I don't know what the hell it's saying over here, but straight ahead. So I'm guessing we'll get up here and we'll go to the left. But yeah, we were just on this road about 3 hours ago going to Hot Springs to get back on the trail. And yeah, very cool. There's a sign. It should be somewhere right down here. That sign right there has Appalachian Trail on it. Very cool. Very cool. I like it. I like it. Yeah, blaze marks on the sidewalk here, and up here it's telling you, yeah, go left, go left, go left. Good deal. Yeah, 6.5 miles in, man. 2.5 hours. Can't beat that with a big stick. I wish I could do that all the time, but the terrain has been gentle. It's been friendly, and we're slack packing. So rock and roll. Yeah, look here. Some jackass. Empty water bottle. We'll take care of that. All right. Let me pick this up, throw this in my backpack, and I'll be back with you in a minute. All right. Yep. Dump the water out. Put the plastic bottle in my backpack. I usually carry a Walmart bag or a bag similar to that on the back of my pack, and I usually end up taking out other people's trash. I don't get it. I do get it. They're assholes. Anybody that comes out here and just throws trash on the ground, you're an asshole. So yeah, don't care if you like it. It's what you are. All right, back into the woods. Let's do this. All right, so long day. We've done 14.8 miles. This is officially the longest day we've had. Of course, put an asterisk beside it because we slack packed, everybody except Cole. And I've got about 0.4 of a mile, maybe half a mile to get to Allen Gap, where Deb is going to meet us and take us back for food, shower, and whatever else civilization can bring for us. But got a pretty steep downhill section here, so I need to be careful. I don't want to fall the last half mile of the day. Some big steps. Got to figure something out with my shoes. When I get into a downhill section like this, I don't know if it's the insoles that I've recently purchased for these shoes. Maybe they're not exactly what I need, or something's not tied up properly on my shoe. So when I hit a steep downhill on my right foot, it seems my foot goes forward in the shoe and really puts a lot of pressure from the insole on my arch. So just constant little adjustments out here with your shoes, your insoles, who knows? I mean, just so many different things that you can do that'll make a difference, and slowly learning one at a time. I figure by the time we get done in about 5 more months, we'll be experts at this here stuff. But look, nice little water source. Somebody put a leaf down there that makes a good spout. Pretty cool. I'm good on water though, so I've probably got a liter in my CNOC and half a bottle, so I got plenty to get me a half a mile. No sense taking it from the mountain. Last time I stopped was at a shelter, and everybody, Ninja, Jeff, Cole, and Stephanie all met me there, so they're not too far behind me. I called Deb probably an hour and a half ago, so I suspect she's probably already sitting at Allen Gap and is waiting for us. So it shouldn't take me more than, well, downhills are slow. You can see how slow I'm going. You have to take baby steps. So if it's like this all the way down to the bottom, then it's probably going to take me a half hour to get there. But half hour's not bad. It's a beautiful day. A little windy. Depending on what side of the mountain you're on, that window will give you a nice little shove. But temperature's good. Out of the sun most of the day, so don't have to worry too much about sunburn. Very few people on the trail. The only people I've seen going in our direction has been our, I'll call them our cousins. Yeah, we've got our little tramily of 5 here, and Cobweb Rose and Mountain Crusher and Snapshot and one other gentleman. I don't know his name. I'm sure he's told me and I've forgotten probably a dozen times, but these trail names out here can get a little confusing sometimes. But anyways, they're like our cousins. They're a part of our extended family out here. We've been hiking with them for pretty much the last 2 or 3 weeks, and just good people. Just good people. So run into them twice today, and I expect to run into them again when we get to Allen Gap, because that's where they're going to be spending the night. Cole has decided that he does not want to come back to the house with us tonight. He wants to experience, he wants the experience of being out here by himself. So he offered to give up his spot in the car to Ninja, and surprisingly, Ninja accepted. I'm so happy that Ninja accepted. That kind of makes my day. And Cole, he actually talked about doing this last night, and you know, it's absolutely another unsolicited act of kindness from somebody in our group. I can't get enough of it. These people make me smile. They're good people. You know, you hear about people that will give you the shirt off their back. Most of the time that's bullshit. It is. It just is. It's something you say that's nice about somebody who just died or whatever. But most of the time it's BS. These people would literally give you the shirt off their back. And I've seen it. I've seen it. Yeah, unsolicited acts of kindness. That's gonna become one of my most used terms out here. I suspect I'm going to see a lot of it, especially out of the group of people that I'm with, and I love it. I just love it. These people are awesome. But anyways, it's getting a little steep, so I'm gonna stop recording until we get to the gap, and we'll go from there.